We're the Wham Model Airplane Flying Club out of Syracuse, and the club's been in existence probably about 7-8 years now. We're having a limbo contest today, and this is one of our last events of the year. It's a lot of fun, and as you'll see later on in the show, that we have a crepe paper strung across between two poles, and the object is to go under the crepe paper and not touch the ground, and then we just keep lowering the crepe paper until the last man standing. Hope you enjoy the show. Come on out and visit us.
Let's tell me a little bit about what it's like to be a beginner.
Oh, it's nerve-wracking. Get your adrenaline flowing, get your hands shaking, because when I first started flying, I didn't want to get the airplane anywhere near the ground. But landing's not an option. You have to land sometime.
It'll get your heart pounding when you get your plane inverted by accident, and that split second before your trainer takes over and saves your plane for you, it can just be heart pounding. But it's a lot of fun. Good adrenaline rush.
So you've crashed some planes?
I've crashed 3 of these, or actually 2 of these Aeros. This is my 3rd one.
And actually I'm a beginner pilot, and this is an acrobatic for more experienced pilots, so it's really above my league. But being that all my trainers had crashed.
But that wasn't your fault. That was the wind, right? Flipped it over?
The wind did it, yeah.
I've trained a lot of people. We have a training program here for anybody that's new in the club, and we train them. And I've probably personally trained about 300 or 400 people.
When they can get an instructor that will come out and fly with you on what they call a buddy box, so you each have a radio connected and he can take over if you get in trouble. Save a lot of airplanes that way, because it is kind of difficult when you start. It's not difficult to do, it's just a little bit tough to learn, but it just takes a minute.
Many times I've been in trouble, and one of the more experienced pilots will grab my controls and get me out of trouble and save my airplane. I really appreciate that.
So tell me how you got started flying.
Well, years and years ago, I bought a Heathkit radio and I put it together. Put my airplane away for about 20 years, and about 3 years ago I dug it back out. These guys here helped me get back into the hobby of flying model airplanes.
I've been flying since about 1952. We'd load our bikes up with our little racks we had on, and take all our model airplane stuff out, and we'd spend the day out there flying our airplanes, and then ride our bikes back all the way back to Roy. So it was about 25 miles each way on our bike.
But a few months ago, I came across a guy up by my house that was flying, and went out and watched him and talked to him quite a bit. And I just said, you know what, I'm going to do it.
I just was always into airplanes since I was little, and always liked the model airplanes because you could do all kinds of tricks with them. So just got into flying them that way.
First off, guys, appreciate you all coming out. Because I'm quite shocked, actually, the amount of people you got here. I thought you'd be the only one out here, but anyway, this is great. Show of hands, how many guys are going to fly in the contest? Come on, more hands. We need more hands. 2 years ago, we had a little 11-year-old kid cleaned our clock, and this year it looks like the old timers got a shot at it. The kid's not here today. Okay, that's it. Let's get going.
Throw it into the ground, Ron. I didn't mean it. Who said that?
So how is this plane damaged? What happened to it?
The wingtips fell off. Wingtips off.
No problem. We'll glue them back on. We'll try it again.
It's kind of hard to throw. Well,
So can you tell me, are crashes pretty common?
They're not unusual. They're not common, but they're not unusual.
Anybody crashed some really big expensive planes lately?
Oh yeah, from what I understand, about 2 months ago somebody had a quarter scale out here that had thousands of dollars into it, and somebody that wasn't a member of the club came out on the same frequency, turned on their transmitter, and crashed his $2,000 airplane.
All right, this is what's called a frequency board. For aircraft, we're assigned certain frequencies. They happen to number 11 through 60. And when you come out here with your airplane, you've got to know which frequency you're on. And for example, my plane runs on a frequency 38. So when I get here, I want to find out and make sure that nobody's on 38. I take this red clip with me, and I take a green clip that has "in" written on it, and I take my membership card and stick on here. So if somebody else with a plane with a frequency of 38 comes out, they don't turn their radio on and crash my plane.
There you go. 2 shots at each level, right?
Oh, you dog! Get it, Riley, get it! I'm kidding.
Oh, you got it, Ron. Good landing. Lower. There you go. Getting froggy.
Oh. No ailerons. You're not going to climb up. There we're going to go next. Good shot, yeah. Yeah. Terry. Yeah. Nice.
So you're gonna be able to fix your plane?
Not this one. No.
Total loss?
No, but it's close because a little bit too much. I'm just going to get the gas out of it, and I'll probably just buy a new airplane.
Another one.
Upside down.
51
Now tell me what you love most about flying.
Just getting out here. We've seen some of the most incredible sunrises and sunsets out here, as you can see behind me. We're looking out over Salt Lake towards Antelope Island and Fremont Island, and it's just fun and relaxing to just come out and unwind after a day of work.
I like learning how to do tricks, keep pushing the envelope, trying to go farther and make the airplane do more things. It's a nice escape. Get away from life for a minute, go flying.
And also it's good to get together with a bunch of guys without the wives and talk about whatever guys talk about.
I didn't mean to.
There wasn't room for a knife in it.
First thing tonight, thanks everybody who brought trees. The fall work is what I kind of want to focus on today. And a lot of it is just needle thinning, cleaning the tree. My name's Aaron Penrod. I'm the president of the Bonsai Club of Utah. The club was started in 1972 by Ben Scolari. He got a lot of the current members and a lot of the charter members to be very active in the bonsai community here, and I'm proud to kind of keep it going. You know how when you're shaping your branch pads, everything that's growing downwards you remove to get that clean line.
I'm Tim Collinson, and I'm a member of the Bonsai Club of Utah, and I also happen to do a little bit of the PR for it. We love people to come on out and come and see us and enjoy kind of what we like to do. We're a pretty easygoing group, and we love to just talk about plants and work on trees together. So that's what we do.
How would you explain what bonsai is?
Bonsai, its literal translation is tree in a pot. Bonsai is just a representation of a tree in nature. No specific tree. There's many different styles. It's just your version of a tree in nature, whether it, whatever you're trying to express. It's an art. It's like painting.
The goal is to create a piece of art, a piece of living art, that projects a sense of age and majesty, or evokes something, like all art should.
With bonsai, it's pretty cool because you can shape and grow and develop the tree and make it better, and there's always something to do with it.
Well, this is a boxwood. This is actually not a bonsai yet. It's a bush, but it will be.
How long does it take to get a good bonsai tree going?
A good bonsai can take years of training in order to get it to look really a professional level, but for new people just starting out, you can start with nursery stock for $5 in a $5 pot and have something looking pretty good in an hour.
How much work would it take to turn something into like what you have here?
It's not a lot of time, but it's a big commitment. But once you actually get it in a pot, then you're watering it once a day. And a couple times a year, you're trimming it back, you're wiring it. Transplanting it takes a couple hours. It's like having a baby. You got to take care of it every day, or at least get someone else to take care of it.
So what is it that you find most appealing about doing bonsai?
It's relaxing. It's different from what I normally do.
I've been interested in plants my whole life. I've always had like house plants around, and then there was just nothing really to do with house plants.
I guess it's the sense of wonder that you get when you're observing one, when you're just spending time with the tree.
How did you start off in bonsai?
To be quite honest, I picked up a tree at a hardware store and promptly killed it, and decided to learn how to do it properly and started taking some courses.
I bought a house and I wanted my yard to look semi-nice, and so I started going to nurseries, and I saw the trees and I was just super fascinated, and I was bitten with a bug.
How did you learn so much about trees?
Lots of studying. Lots and lots of studying. If you really want to excel in bonsai, you have to study. Many apprentices in Japan and China will go and live with their master, and they work 10 to 12-hour days. You learn a little bit, about every tree every day. It's a lot of studying. This is an old gold juniper, and this was the first tree that my teacher ever helped me figure out a style with. The night that I met him, he helped me with this tree. I had already done a lot of this deadwood work, and I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do with it, but as soon as Boone saw it, he had a totally different idea. And the tree, I followed the directions that he gave me, and this is now one of my best trees.
So tell me about your bonsai master, how you got involved learning from him.
I met a couple guys here in the valley that had been studying with him for a couple years, and I had seen his name in bonsai magazines, and on the internet. And then I went to California to see a master from Japan. He came in to do a demonstration for a club out there, and my teacher was helping him in the demonstration, and he invited me over to his house afterwards to see his collection, and I was just totally blown away, and the rest is history. I started going out there a couple times a year, and my trees have improved by leaps and bounds since I've been studying with him. This is a Utah juniper that the vice president and I collected in May of this year. It is collected off of BLM land. I can't tell you where though, or I'll give away my collecting spot. This tree, our estimated age on it is anywhere from 500 to 700, and that's a pretty wide gap. A lot of people don't believe bonsai artists when they say that the trees are that old, but this tree has been around longer than Americans have.
Tell me a little bit about going out and collecting trees.
Well, we try to go at least once in the spring and the fall. A tree that's collectible is maybe 1 in 1,000. There aren't that many trees out there that you can dig out of the ground and have them survive. The best trees always grow in the rocks, and after you know what to look for, it takes a good 3 or 4 hours to pull them out of the ground, but you almost have 100% survival rate every time. This is called split rock. It's a stone mimicry plant from Africa, South Africa I think. Smaller plants in bonsai like this are considered accent plants. This hens and chicks is also an accent plant. And they're companions for when you're showing your trees. You would just, like this isn't the tree for that one, but you would place it next to a bonsai to embellish a season. This, I don't really show it a whole lot unless it's flowering, because for most of the year it's kind of creepy looking. Kind of weirds a lot of people out. These are pines that it's called field growing. I've already put wire on these to give them some shape. So a lot of these are going to be future bonsai. They're many years away from being finished, and there's still a lot of work that needs to be done to every one of them. Not only does it service, if you have the wire, some people get bonsai and some people don't. Some people don't understand what it's about. But I think if you're into nature at all, you might like bonsai. If you're into gardening, you might like bonsai. If you're into Asian philosophies or just their art or their culture, you might get into bonsai. But it would be hard to say something to somebody to get them to want to do it unless they already had an inkling in their mind to maybe give it a try. Or it's kind of something that you have to find out on your own.
Get used to it, because you're going to get sick of it by the end of the day. Keep praying while we're doing it, because we do have 3 hours till we make our attempt, and a miracle could happen. We want to get all these green seats filled. If we get them all filled, that's 2,000 people, and then we know we can send our submission off to Guinness. But man, I really want to do this thing today, bad. All right. Everybody look at your harmonica. Make sure you see the numbers 1 through 10. Everybody pull it out of your mouth. All together, we'll play the first 4 notes. We're going to play it. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, everybody together. Ready? All together. Shh, shh, shh. Watch me. Watch, watch, watch. All together. Let's do it again. That's pretty good. Let's hear you do it a little extra louder. Let's see how loud you can do it. That sounded good. Everybody ready? Are you ready? All right. Pause. Pause. Allow yourself to shake your butt in the middle of the song right there. Kind of enjoy it a little bit, people. Let's play it 3 more times through, and then everybody check your watch, and then when we get through, tell me how long that was so we can get a rough idea. If by miracle this stadium fills up with another couple thousand people, and it's 3 o'clock, we gotta play this thing for 5 minutes to get to send our submission off to Guinness. Let's just drill this thing into our brains until we can't take it no more. All right, let's do it again. Ready? Are you ready? All right, here we go.
The amazing Robbie Cat.
How long was that?
1.5 minutes.
How many minutes? That was 5 minutes? 1 minute?
1.5.
Whoa. We're gonna have to play that 15 times, or we're gonna have to play it a lot slower. I don't think I can teach you anymore. I think anymore I'm going to beat you up. But I do not want you to leave, people. I want you to stay here. I want you to pray that more people are going to show up. I want you to make phone calls. I think with positive energy, maybe we can pull this thing off. We need another 600 people to break the record. How many of you are getting tired? How many of you are going to want to stay? Who's going to want to stay? Who's leaving? Whoa. I say we wait another 45 minutes, 4 o'clock, we'll go for it. Does that sound cool? Man, we come this far, let's not quit, man. We come this far, let's do it. People, use your phone, call some friends, tell them to come down here. We still got harmonicas to give away. We're trying to get in the Guinness Book of World Records. All you kids go up and grab your seat. We're going to take a count. We're going to go for it. I hear people are leaving in droves, so let's just see how many we can get. Total number is 1,025. We lost some people. What do you guys think? Next year? Yeah? We all come back? We all bring a friend? All right, I won't give up if you don't give up. All right, are you ready, everybody? Got your sheet music? Gary's going to tell us when we hit 5 minutes, so if we were 2,500 people, we know what it'd be like. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Little louder. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. What a wonderful day. You're number one in my book of records. Man, that was beautiful! Beautiful! Give yourself a round of applause, man. That was so much cooler than I ever thought it could be. Oh, man! I'm proud of all of you. I thank you all so much. Harmonica Army, you're dismissed. God bless you. See you next year.